Welcome to the Orchid Advisors Compliance Training Series, Interstate Transportation and Shipping. We primarily focus on four main areas of compliance in the firearms industry: general controls, marking controls, tracing controls, and physical control. The ultimate scope of responsibility and compliance required by the ATF is defined in the ATF's Federal Firearms Regulations Reference Guide, publication 5300.4, also known as the ATF White Book, as well as any pertinent laws, regulations, and rulings that came out after the book was published. What follows is not a comprehensive listing of the regulations, nor should it be considered a formal legal interpretation of the laws. Instead, it is a discussion about an area that is often overlooked by firearms organizations or found to be in error by ATF in its role as regulator. The regulations discussed here are primarily taken from the Gun Control Act of 1968. Notwithstanding any other provisions of any law or rule or regulation of a state or any political subdivision thereof, any person who is not otherwise prohibited by the regulation from transporting, shipping, or receiving a firearm shall be entitled to transport a firearm for any lawful purpose from any place where he may lawfully possess and carry such firearm to any other place where he may lawfully possess and carry such firearm if, during such transportation, the firearm is unloaded and neither the firearm nor any ammunition being transported is readily accessible or is directly accessible from the passenger compartment of such transporting vehicle. Provided that in the case of a vehicle without a compartment separate from the driver's compartment, the firearm or ammunition shall be contained in a locked container other than the glove compartment or console. The laws of some states provides that firearms may only be transported to licensed persons. No common carrier can require that the container for shipping a firearm be marked to indicate its contents. Carriers must get written receipt from those that they deliver to. The carrier must be informed of the contents. Carriers must be permitted to possess or receive firearms per section 478.32. Carriers cannot transport stolen firearms. Any firearms unintentionally destroyed must be reported as such. No person other than a licensed manufacturer, licensed dealer, or licensed importer may engage in the business of importing, manufacturing, or dealing in firearms, or in the course of such business to ship, transport, or receive any firearm in interstate or foreign commerce. Those same licensed entities may only ship or transport in interstate or foreign commerce any firearm to any person other than a licensed importer, licensed manufacturer, licensed dealer, or licensed collector, unless returning a firearm of the same type and kind to a person from whom it was received, or depositing a firearm for conveyance in the mails to any officer, employee, agent, or watchman who is eligible to receive firearms capable of being concealed on the persons for use in connections with official duty. A licensee cannot sell to anyone who meets any of the following criteria: is under indictment or punished for a crime punishable for greater than 1 year in prison, is a fugitive, is addicted to controlled substance, has been adjudicated as mentally defective or been committed to a mental institution, has been discharged from the armed forces under dishonorable conditions, has renounced citizenship, has a restraining order against them, has been convicted of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence. A licensee cannot ship, transport, or receive firearms whose manufacturer's serial number has been removed, obliterated, or been altered. It is unlawful to manufacture, import, sell, ship, deliver, possess, transfer, or receive firearms or major components that, after removal of grips, stocks, and magazine, is not detectable by an X-ray. Thank you for watching this segment of our video training series. Viewers are encouraged to seek professional advice prior to assessment, implementation, or execution.